Remember, Justin Trudeau promised 10 years ago that deficits would lead to investment. That was what he meant when he said the budget would balance itself. Over in that building, he said, you see, if you run deficits, they will spark investment, which will grow the economy and increase tax revenues, and the budget will balance itself. Well, Mark Carney wrapped it up in a more sophisticated sounding, but not all too different slogan, and it was a slogan: spend less and invest more, but it meant exactly the same thing, that government deficits would generate investment that would grow the economy. Well, how does it work over the last 10 years? Because it's exactly the same formula. Well, we've had the worst per capita growth in the G7. Per capita investment in Canada is actually down 10% in Canada. Again, the worst in the G7. They then repromised this during COVID. They said after COVID was done, they were going to make generational investments that would grow our economy. And here we are, our per capita GDP is smaller than it was in 2019. And they expect to repeat this same lead to gold, deficits to investment promise that they've been breaking for 10 years. The only difference between Carney and Trudeau is that Carney dresses up his monster money-losing deficits in the respectability of a banker's suit with more sophisticated slogans and even bigger costs. But it will, at the end, have the same deadly results for our economy. Less investment, less jobs, higher costs. So we need a change. We need Conservatives who will cut the cost of government to cut the cost of living, who will focus on stronger paychecks, safer streets, secure borders in a self-reliant Canada. We know what we have to do this. Cut bureaucracy, consultants, foreign aid, gifts to handouts to phony refugee claims, corporate welfare, bring down the deficit, the taxes, and the inflation. We need to get the government out of the way to build big projects